Admiral's Log. It's been another glorious month of naval warfare. Especially heavy cruiser Maria Teresa did an exceptional job. When she got back to port, her sailors shared the story of her encounter with the destroyer and light cruiser. While the gun crews of her secondary guns were firing at the destroyer off of her starboard side, the crews manning the main guns were engaging the light cruiser off of her port side. Both enemy ships sunk almost simultaneously. Stories like these really lift the spirits of the crew, but also of the Italian people at large. The 40-knot top speed of the Regina once again proved useful, as she was able to save yet another one of her convoys from destruction at the hands of the Austro-Hungarian strike group. Like a guard dog, she rushes in to hunt down the wolves that threaten their flock. As battlecruisers keep coming to the aid of our convoys, they have built up something of a legend. Like our other cruisers, the Regina keeps switching her name tag, so it appears that we have 8 battlecruisers instead of our current 2. The intelligence services have also shared that amongst the enemy destroyer and light cruiser crews, the battlecruisers have made an impression. When orders come in to hunt a convoy, the Austro-Hungarian crews immediately get dispirited, as they know it's almost guaranteed to be a death sentence. Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to the Italian campaign. We're on episode 8 and I have another convoy raid coming up. I am doing the raiding and they're doing some defending, although it's more of a coastal raid. We have dispatched ships to raid the enemy close to their ports. There's a chance to attack a small convoy. Yeah, well, it must be some very important cargo because it's one transport guarded by 4 destroyers and a light cruiser. Normally I would probably not cover this, but I want to see if the captain of the Fiat can do better than he did 2 episodes ago, because that was not a great encounter. Now I'm going to keep these guys at range, I'm going to make my 8-inch guns shoot them, and I'm going to make my 8-inch guns make them go away. The transport is probably going to get hunted down, as I will dispatch the destroyer to go after the convoy. If we cannot shoot it from the heavy cruiser, that is. No, might be able to. No, not yet. Okay, we're gonna have to close in. DD, go that way. Don't torp. CL. You are slightly slower. You guys can maintain in a division. It's fine. Don't torpedo anybody yet. I want to first take out the convoy. Well, it's a bit much credit to call that one transport a convoy, but it has to get taken down. And I know that all of these DDs only carry 1 torpedo. Well, 1 salvo. So not that dangerous. Yet, if you don't pay attention, like I did in the previous encounter where these ships were involved, then you will lose ships. Yeah, just hit this. Explosive would be a better call here than armor piercing. Come on, 2.5%. Probably 2 or 3 hits ought to do it. It's a transport. It's not rocket science. It's not a heavily armored ship. Just shoot it up. We need to break their economy. Badly, ideally. Okay, fine. You're not actively getting any attention yet. Switch fire. Oh, everybody and their mother's running out of torpedoes. That's one of their DDs. Our turn. Smoke. Ooh, that was a bad hit. That was not great. Where's that commerce there? Oh, you have just torpedoed my destroyer, huh? Okay. Well, the Fiat's already doing some damage over here against the Fasana. Light cruiser of theirs. I think AP might be a slightly better call. Crew training is regular currently, so I am far more capable of getting hits. Slow the Lamborghini down a bit. I mean, it's not something you want to do. Usually I'm going to go faster in Lamborghini, but in this case, not safe. Go T, smoke up. I'm not sure if you're actually getting shot at. Are you still... Oh, you're turning your turrets. It's fine. You okay there, buddy? Fun times. There's more. I'm going to try and turn into them. It's a little risky. I want to get it done. Because I think I can use this gap and then this gap. And that way I can maintain my... Well, not maintain my range, but try and close the distance against the enemy transport. Fasana still has torps. You don't have torps. You don't have torps. You don't have torps. Turn that way. You okay? Yeah, you're fine. No, 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 no. Don't follow. Lamborghini detected more torpedoes. Did you? Probably these. It's not a threat. That's your target right there. Just annoy that destroyer, why don't you? Fasana has taken some fire, but is still by far the biggest threat that they have. Because she still has those torpedoes, and those single launchers reload extremely quickly. I don't trust that ship at all. Torpedoes away from the Lamborghini. Range 12, range 8.6. Okay. Close the distance. We can do 35 knots. You can do far less. Probably 12, 13. 12.7. Alright, Fasana. Trained crews. Let's see if the Fiat can just take you out. Range 6.7. I feel fairly confident at that range. Because it allows me to still spot torpedoes. And react to them. Let's get another snapshot of this heavy cruiser. Not with the outline. Come on. Punch a couple of holes in it. Overpen, partial pen. Flooding? You just torpedoed the heavy cruiser. No, 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 no. Don't do that. You still can't shoot it. Where's the torpedo salvo at? Oh, here. Yeah, they're now starting to respond. Okay, we're going to come back in with the Fiat and the Coty. We're going to murder the Fasana. That's the most expensive target as well. And then we're going to wipe out the destroyers pretty much simultaneously as the Lamborghini takes shots at the transport. That's the plan. Because that way I can eliminate the entire convoy. So, well, I keep calling it the entire convoy. I can eliminate the transport and the defensive ships. That's a full spread. Return the favor. I expect that Coty will make that turn. Maintain a slight angle away. Yeah, Coty will be fine. Fasana should be detecting torpedoes any day now. Just launched another salvo. Fasana has done some serious turning. And throws another salvo out while dodging my torpedoes. Okay, have you made any headway? You have. Very good. Come back. That's the transport dead. Good lord. Torpedo spamming much. Switch to high explosive. When these things continuously rotate, the amount of torpedoes that they can fling at you is pretty scary. Because they got the port launchers, and that's 10 per side. The starboard launcher is another 10. And then they got 3 underwaters. 3, right? Yeah, per side. So I still want to try and keep this thing at some range. Because those torpedoes are... There we go again, already. Come around again. Fasana most likely detected my torps now. She has her instant super turn mobility active. Doesn't save her though, because she's gonna flood out. There we go. Alright. Alright. Now, let's hunt down some destroyers, provided they're not too far away. Oh, good hit. The Aventador can chase them down from this side. I know that they essentially have more firepower than I do. Because they got 9 4-inch guns and I have 5. 5? 4. 4. They have double the firepower that I have on a DD. But of course I got the light cruiser and the heavy cruiser, which can now maintain flank speed. So don't need them to turn faster, and at flank speed they're faster than their destroyers. So this should be entirely feasible for intercept. Smoke you up. Let you pick your ammo. There you go. 8-inch high explosive hit on the D20. The D37 has taken some flooding, so should slow down. The 22 is coming back. Fighting spirit on these guys is good, but not necessarily the way that they have the ship survive. Trained crews. I also have a trained crew, so nothing special there. Oh, I need to turn the replace crew thing back on. Yeah, this is pretty much a foregone conclusion. Unless these guys ram me or something, I'll be fine with my ships. Unless they do something monumentally impressive. Maybe blow up my ammo or something. I should be fine. Yeah, kill this. Thank you. Sent out the torpedoes. Oh well. It is funny, these triples. Triple 21s. Reload in a little under 800 seconds. So that's about 9 minutes. They're good torps. But I don't think I've ever hit one. Yeah, that guy's running off. Now, in line with my cloak and dagger strategy, I kind of need a survivor to tell the enemy what ships we're fighting here. And, of course, with my constantly rotating name tag system, referring to the Admiral's log of episode 5, I should let the D5 just leave. But in this situation, another destroyer dead means that my destroyers have a better chance of getting closer to their capital ships without the capital ships being informed about torpedoes, or without my destroyers having to worry about enemy destroyers. So the more ships of these small kinds I knock out, the better. I would love to be, well, updated, if you will, on the status of the Austro-Hungarian merchant fleet. Because I feel like I've raided a lot of their ships so far. But I'm not exactly sure how that translates into the economy. Because you do see in finance, in that tab, how well their economy is doing. But I'm not sure if it gives you the exact information. Like how many ships have been lost. I don't have that information for my own fleet, but what I can see is the slider that says, hey, your transport capacity is, for example, I think 95 or 96% of what it once was. Go on. Overpen with H. Yeah, that's high explosive. Overpenning. Coty, 1,500 damage. The Fiat did 12. Oh, sorry, the Fiat did 6.5, or almost 6. Good fight. And you did 2.5, but that's including a transport, so that's always a bit iffy. So, good fight. Job done. Transport eliminated. And what I'm hoping for is that I can start doing port strikes. The thing is, by the time that you're actually able to do a port strike, your enemy doesn't need the port capacity. It's a bit ironic like that. I mean, this port has a capacity of 365,000 tons. They're using 260,000 of it, and the only reason I might be able to get close to it is simply because the enemy doesn't have that many ships left. So they don't need the port capacity. So I can do a port strike. See the irony? Yeah, they still have far, far, far more power projection than I do. What's this convoy? Yeah, why not? The Etna, one heavy cruiser against the Kapfenberg, one of their heavy cruisers, and one of their 13 heavy cruisers at that. They still got 9 destroyers and 7 CLs, but they also got 19 transports. Let's have a look at finances. Theirs, most notably. See, their growth is still 5.5%, near enough, per year. Mine Mine is less. I don't know how much transport capacity has been hit on their side. I can see it from my side. I can see, okay, this is not great. And I can push that to increase my amount of shipping faster and thus get more of my economy back. But I don't know what it is like for them. I don't know if it even hits them or if it's just victory points. Speaking of, I have more than twice their victory points. And that is with the guys combined. I have a little under, well, a little over 7 times the amount of victory points that the Germans have. And about 4.5 times the points that the Austro-Hungarians have. So at this rate, the war might be over fairly quickly. Let's hit another convoy and see if we can push them into a peace treaty. Not necessarily going to end the war, those peace treaties, because the Germans are still out there. Alright, enemy fleet spotted to the east. I want the destroyers to prepare a torpedo attack. And the heavy cruisers are going to duke it out. I want the Etna to save her torpedoes. It's trained crew, that's nice. Cadets? Oh crap, it's one of my newer destroyer groups. This is the Augusto Ribotti, Falco, Generale Antonio Cantore. That's an older ship, that's a trained crew. And the Generale Carlo Montanari with a trained crew. Very good. My DDs have all been detected. Interesting, and that is the culprit. Okay, DDs, avoid conflict as much as possible. Because this ship has 6-inch guns, out to 12.2. They might try to torpedo the destroyer group. If they do that, then I kind of welcome it, because it has a far better turning circle than my heavy cruiser does. Well, no. No, the heavy cruisers have better turning circle. Interestingly. Yeah, they're already taking shots at the DDs, which for the DDs, a 6-inch gun, it's pretty bad news. Where's that convoy at? There. 21 clicks. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we're gonna have to just sail around this heavy cruiser if we want to make something work. Identification 50%, that's good. Let's continue with that, because I need to know what sort of torpedo solution this guy is building. What are you trying to torp? Switch to armor piercing. They're turning. That's good. DDs, turn. Different formation, line abreast. Side by side. I have not detected any torpedoes as of yet. Are you still firing semi-armor piercing? Shit. The Etna is one of the unupdated heavy cruisers. She's still firing semi-armor piercing. That means she can barely hit the cap. Well, she can barely touch the Kapfenberg with AP. We've had a fight like this before and it didn't go well. She torpedoed the heavy cruiser some time ago. And she is prepping another salvo with the single torps. She only has enough for one more salvo from this and another salvo from that. That's it. Alright, DDs. Let's go. Have at it. Can we see them? 20 clicks still. This is annoying. I cannot really use my heavy cruiser. Because at this range, I am largely invulnerable. At shorter ranges, I am not. At shorter ranges, those 6-inch guns get pretty dangerous. And they don't have any high explosive left. So they won't be setting any more fires, most likely. But what they probably will try to do... Don't do that. What they probably will try to do is pump my ship full of armor piercing. Crap. Oh, that's bad. Turning circle 329 or sonar 3. You're going to detect my torps way too soon. I'm going to have to pull this destroyer off of the formation. Because at this rate, this is going to die. Torp it if you have it. One set out. Come on. Give me a second set. Etna that way. Second set out. And now retreat at best speed. The chance to pen against my superstructure is going up. Torpid. Destroy torpedo launcher. Ah, buddy. Please tell me I can eliminate that convoy. Kapfenberg immediately turning back. Here's the rest of the torpedoes. It's really not going to hit. Etna needs to get updated. This is not a good ship. Semi-armor piercing is interesting as a prospect. It's just not that good. Oh, here are the torps. 1, 2, 3. That's the torps from the Etna. Come back. Holy moly, where are the damn convoy ships? Look at the amount of fire that I'm taking. This is nuts. There. 4.5 clicks and you couldn't see that? Wow. That's pretty terrible. Smoke. Just plow right through that division. Don't worry about any return fire. I can't really. I have to micro this heavy cruiser a bit better. I think my best bet is to try and weaken them. And then push in. And hit them with the torpedoes. Standard complement of bulkheads. Destroyers are just murdering whatever they can spot. I know I have torps on these, but I'm saving those because I might need them for later. Just these DDs. It's 2 or 3 shots each, and they just die. Just like that. Kapfenberg down to 86. Etna 88. Wow. Generale. Still trying to withdraw from the fight. Good. Damage to the main tower. Good. They got so many heavy cruisers that I feel like I need to take this thing down. It's a priority. Go on, a few more, and we're done. We didn't even have to stop or manually set a target. It's just crazy how good these DDs have performed. I mean, at 1.9 kilometer range, you would expect them to actually hit a target, and they do. And I don't need to get a lot of hits. Because that's the high explosive incendiary shell. And it's effective. Now, let's turn our attention to the more interesting part of the battle. Potentially, because these guys are still dancing around each other. Yeah, 0.5% chance to pen. Okay, so essentially you cannot do much. Until I close in. At which point you become vastly more dangerous. What can you pen? 2.5 kilometer range, 8 inches of armor. Which means... not much. Not much. You could pen the F belt, you could maybe pen the 4 belt depending on the angle. But aside from that, you cannot do much. Are you boys done yet? Because I could use some assistance dealing with this heavy cruiser. That's the last guy, I think. Yeah, that will do it. Go on. Good. Wait. 95. We're missing one. Sneaky. Too late. Job done. Very good, very good. Now, let's head back to the heavy cruiser, because we are going to need assistance. No, I don't need you to be in the same div. Everybody get back here. Range, 8 clicks. Chance to pen, 1.9. These things are very well protected themselves. That's the problem. I think this is not the first time I've encountered this ship either. Kapfenberg. Destroyer div, please get over to where he's going to be. Here. It's 30 clicks, it's going to take a while. Even at best speed for the DDs, which is about 36 knots now. Let's see if I can close the distance. As I've been trying to close the distance between the Etna and the Kapfenberg, she has actually managed to destroy one of my main turrets. The B turret is no longer effective. It's been destroyed. So we only have the A and the X turrets. Fortunately now, as I was turning, Kapfenberg is ineffective with her torpedoes. So now the Etna might be able to close in. If my torpedo launchers have survived thus far. And I believe that neither has. Fortunately, I have more torpedo launchers which are about to arrive at the site of the battle. The Augusto Riboti, the Falco, and the Generale, they're all coming in. Not a moment too soon either. Torpedo if you can. I don't quite understand how the ship's able to deal this much damage. I think the ship is doing it with use of the 4-inchers and fires. Because the 6-inchers haven't really done that much. But from the 1400 damage that the ship took, less than 400 was fire. So it's not strictly fire damage that we're seeing here. It's something else. Also, the fact that this small 6-inch heavy cruiser is able to deal so much damage against a ship that's more expensive is also a little frustrating. Just goes to show how much that upgrade was needed. Now, I suspect that soon we're going to see that the heavy cruiser is going to switch all of her attention, yeah, there she goes, to the destroyer. The Augusto. Split the div. Some of you are going to torp. Some of you are not. Oh, this heavy cruiser is dangerous to DDs. Oh, you have torps. I thought they all got blown up. The torpedo launchers. They were not. Yeah, you're going to have to pick. Which torps do you want to sail into? Torp them again. Please tell me something will hit. Yes, it will. 3 hits and the Kapfenberg sinks. Structural damage. Very good. That's another convoy eliminated. We did take some damage, but it shouldn't take that long to repair our own ships. Portland class. I'm just so looking forward to the American and the Japanese campaigns. That's going to add a lot to the game. No idea when they're going to get at it. Etna, 3 months repair. Well, good. Because as she's being repaired... What? Oh. Right. I don't actually get to do any building because the ship cannot be overhauled as she is currently undergoing repairs. That's the problem. What I do now have is a whole group of light cruisers coming in 3 months. And I'm going to have to decide where I want them. Power projection has dropped a little. Not much, just a little. Where would I want my light cruisers to go? What do I want them to do? Looks like the French have kicked out the Germans, so I don't have to sacrifice a light cruiser going there. What is this? Move to Kataro. You're going home. Well, I have something to say about that. I can send only destroyers your way, which is not great. But it is what I have available. That's unavailable. Generale is available, good. Let's send some ships out there. The Ferrari is still undergoing repairs. What about the status of the other battle cruiser, the Regina? Also a month. Okay, fine. Moving on. Now, this just got a lot more interesting. We are being blockaded. We suffer from economic stagnation as the Austro-Hungarian fleet of almost 600,000 tons has finally taken to blockading my empire. and thus my economy is going to suffer badly. I might, however, have an opportunity to do something about it, and this is what I was hoping for. Their light ships have been largely eliminated. This means that the Erlauchte, a Ladislaus class battleship, is pretty fragile, as it's operating solo, so maybe the destroyers can do something about that. And I'm going to need to eliminate as many battleships as I can, because they are by far the biggest power projectors for the enemy. Spotted east. Let's go. Conditions, not great, not terrible. No, you do not get to scout, sir. You do not get to scout. You. Save your torps. I have been detected. And I'm having the ship already take some shells. You're not that far, are you? 14 clicks. You're not that far. Come to starboard. We're going to have to wait until we spot them, and then just send a massive torpedoes their way. I know that the battleship was pretty good at turning. Holy moly, that's a lot of fire. 12 kilometers out. Yeah, I need everybody lined up, actually. But since that's not likely to happen, I'm going to have you join this div. Don't avoid. Steady course. We're going to do a sort of cross-torp. Or at least make it a bit more difficult for him to dodge. 12.6 is so easy to hit with these torps. Well, at least to launch. Not necessarily to hit. Hold. You're 11.5. It's not great. Not terrible. We can make this work. These battleships have a ton of secondary firepower. Like, it's not even funny the amount of shells they can send. Oh! Ooh. That's the complete destruction of the Nembo. But she went down fighting. The Nembo went down fighting. She sent, I think, the entirety for torpedo complement. I also have the torpedoes from these guys in the water. We're going to turn away. Pull back. Zigzag if you can. Make yourself a difficult target and run away from that 6-inch gunboat that's coming your way. Which also is throwing torpedoes in your face. Uh-oh. I don't want to lose too many destroyers here. If I can, thank you. Please tell me we're going to hit this thing hard enough to sink it. These are 21-inch torpedoes. They're not that deadly. They don't hit nearly as hard as a 24-incher. But they do reload faster, which could be the thing that saves me. Hold up. No! Come on! That's one wave of torps. Here's the other wave. It seems like they've changed course. And they've done enough course change to completely nullify my torpedo attack. That's bad. That's really bad. Battle's not done yet, though. I might still be able to reload these torpedo tubes and fire again. Send another salvo. Let's see. Erlauchte, what you got? You got those 13-inchers. Basically, the whole ship is a gun. That's the easiest way to look at it. This thing has 30 8-inch guns, and that's in turrets. And she has another 14 8-inch guns in casemates. So that's 44 8-inch guns. Now, keep in mind that a heavy cruiser generally has 9. So this is essentially 5 heavy cruisers packed into one. That's basically what we're fighting. When it comes to the 8-inchers, that is. Oh, hold on, am I missing something? Yeah, they got another dual 8-inch. Okay, so that's 46 8-inch guns. Yeah, no wonder they're gonna hit something. Even with a green level of crew, it's the volume of fire that's gonna kill me. 4-inch guns, 4-inch guns, 3-inch... Yeah, the 8-inchers are by far my biggest concern. Turning circle is 332, sonar is 2. We're gonna have to sit here for a while reloading torpedoes. As I'm reloading my torpedo tubes, the light cruiser has decided that now would be a fantastic time to finish off the rest of my destroyers, and she's not wrong. I doubt I'll be able to get the battleship killed, if at all, and I would not be surprised if I'm going to lose the entirety of my formation here. Simply because there are too many guns shooting me. I can dodge some stuff. I cannot dodge this much stuff. Especially with the 6-inch guns from the light cruiser. Well, not necessarily killing me, but making it easier for the guns from the battleship to eventually finish me off. What I'm going to try and do is buy time for the wounded ships by using the Insidioso, the Insidious, to torpedo. Don't laugh. I'm going to torpedo the planet. Torpedoing the planet, why not? I just hope that these things reload just before I get murdered. That'd be wonderful. Also, you're going to torp me, aren't you? The planet's going to torpedo me right back. Come on. My guns cannot stay on target. Come on. Gotta make it all mean something. Oh boy. Not sure why you're running away. Don't care why you're running away. Yeah, you just torped me. There they are. Prepare for attack. Prepare. Maximum speed. You don't have torps. I have smoke, you do not. Come on. Come on. Get in there. Get closer. This thing is worth 52 million. These things are each worth 18. If I can get this kill, I can make it mean something. The loss of these others, I mean. Although, the Erlauchte is going to make it very difficult for any ship to survive. Oh, and the planet's at a pretty good position. Speeding away at 29 knots. I can barely maintain 34. Come on, turn! She's really understanding what I'm trying to do. Yeah, she knows exactly what I'm trying to do. Torpedoes are away, but... ugh. No. Not happening. At least, perhaps, the Impolito can survive. We can try and torpedo... oh shit, you're about to get attacked! By torps, and I cannot turn as quickly as you can. Yeah, you're gonna have a problem. More than one. Turn on the torpedo launchers, throw out the last salvo, and just run. Run. There goes the Insidioso. She sacrificed bravely. I did not manage to torpedo the planet. And the Generale comes once again under attack from the murderous amount of fire coming out of the battleship. I have torpedoes in the water, but I suspect the light cruiser is going to detect them before the battleship even gets, well, a whiff of the torpedoes himself. I don't think I'm going to hit anything, but hey. I guess we'll just have to see if these torps do anything, and in the meanwhile, limp away. That is all I can do. Although for the Generale, it might not be enough. Come on. Don't get hit. Oh, you got hit. I hope I'm far enough away for me to hit that end battle button, but apparently the battleship says no. No, you are not far enough away. Can I still see my torpedoes anywhere? Here's where the battleship is at. No idea where the torpedoes are. Yeah. So, the plan to first eliminate the smaller ships and then go for the battleships is not exactly successful, because I kind of forgot that they had 5 heavy cruisers attached to every battleship. And because of that, it's going to make it very, very, very difficult for the destroyers to get in there. Because those 8-inchers... Oh, what sort of range do they have? Like 15? It's still outside the range. Oh, sorry, my torpedoes still outrange that. But I can't spot them. That's the bigger problem. I cannot spot them well enough. So I suppose the alternative is for my battle cruisers to get out there again and start hunting down battleships. Which is not necessarily what they're great at. But they're just going to have to do it and maintain range. So they too don't fall victim to the 8-inchers. Can't have that. The outcome for this one was already obvious. I lost all destroyers. I didn't hit a single torpedo. And this caused the loss of 900 of my sailors. It's not a good situation if you're already getting blockaded. How bad is it? The Strale is going up against all of that. I don't think so. Ooh. No. Well, I got plenty of meetings and convoys and battles coming up, but I'm not going to do those today. You're going to have to wait for that for the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. The campaign just got a lot more interesting now that I'm getting blockaded. And I don't yet have a clear plan of how to get out of it, other than just maintain pressure and make them bleed. Make them lose victory points and potentially force them to go to peace. We shall see. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for the next one.